You know, what really gets to me is most of these trades are really fucking worthless.
Except for those nightflower pollen ones.
Well, yeah, but they seem to be so rare. Like, I've gotten maybe 4 this entire time I've been playing, and I'm like Hunter rank 70 something at this point.
Fortunately for you, I have a solution. I can get you as many of them as you want.
As many as I want? Alright, let's do this.
First, let's set up 2 camps. At Windward Plains, ready Camp 10, southeast, as well as Camp 3.
At the Windward Plains? Okay. What's the point of this?
Campsite 10 has a wonderful view of the moon. We're going to sleep there until there's a full moon, which will then prompt the sprouting of these flowers.
Okay, well, I don't seem to have Campsite 3 unlocked, so we'll have to do that later?
Yes, that's okay. It's right beside one of the places we'll need to go.
I mean, hey, if you're being truthful about this, we can turn these into armor spheres, we can turn this into weapon decorations and weapon parts. I mean, we can farm basically everything in the game, excluding monster parts with this method.
That's right. We'll need it for all this endgame equipment.
So I guess I'll be moving down to the Campsite 10?
Southeast, let's go. So now let's mark out the spot for the first flower.
That should be right around up here, right?
Yes, and the second one will be over in Zone 3. Go ahead and rest in your tent. We want to rest until plentiful nighttime.
Yeah, okay, that's easy enough. Where did you find out about the farming stuff?
Use Ilibas on Reddit.
I'll have to go and send him a thank you later.
As you can see, resting like this is going to cost some guild points. Don't worry about this too much.
Okay, so now I assume we want to go check the moon phase.
Yes, but that's an Arkveld on your right.
Oh, he's really just hanging out.
Back inside we go.
I assume animals destroying our tents is going to be kind of a problem for this farm.
Annoyingly enough, yes, but it's not the biggest deal. It'll cost us a few hundred guild points at most.
Over here seems like a nice spot for seeing if the moon's a full moon or not.
A waterfront watch spot. How nice. The moon will be rising from the east.
Near about how long is this going to take?
About a minute.
I mean, that's not too terrible, to be honest.
Quematrice approaching from the right.
Are we going to be assailed by wildlife throughout this entire process?
Absolutely.
Well, he's ignoring me.
He's going for the camp.
And this fucking crocodile is trying to show me his strength.
It's time to bunk.
Yeah, this longsword's really been growing on me, though I still think it's kind of hard to use this thing against Arkvale, or even like Gormagala. Like, enemies that take a while to wound, even with Player 5, just seem extremely difficult to be consistent with the longsword.
Maybe you should build paralysis or sleep instead of blast, to give yourself extra moments to build spirit charge.
But I just want to build damage, ACA. Just damage, that's all I want to build. You should know this. We're all about damage here.
Even so, you'd get more damage from being in sicko mode all the time, as opposed to only some of the time.
I still don't see the moon yet.
Just give it a moment.
That Quematrice is going to destroy our fucking camp, and then we have to repair it, and I'm sure that's going to be another delay. This is kind of fucking annoying.
He says as the moon rises, stop being impatient.
Full moon's what we wanted, right?
It is, but look at that. He's destroying our camp.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker has no idea. Annihilated in under a minute and a half. Fuck you.
Right. So now we have this full moon. The first step of our process is complete.
It's kind of really cool that they have a full day-night cycle going on in this game. Like, I've never stopped and looked at this moon before.
Go talk to Alma and accept the optional mission. A Leviathan's Temper.
What's the point of starting a mission?
It's going to force the flowers to spawn and bloom so that we may harvest them.
Oh, okay, I see.
Just to make you aware, we are not going to actually finish the hunt. We'll grab the flowers, return from the hunt, then repeat over and over to build up a store of pollen.
So at this point, there's nothing special left to do. It's just harvesting the flowers?
Exactly. It's so simple, even you cannot fuck it up.
So is this more efficient than just farming Tempered Arkvale? Because, I mean, that seemed pretty great for acquiring these rare weapon materials.
Not only more efficient, but these can be converted into accessories, weapon parts, or armor spheres. They're infinitely more adaptable to your needs.
Okay, so over here's the first flower location. Pretty straightforward and simple, right next to our campsite over at Area 10.
1 pollen acquired. That's 7 max level weapon decorations. The other is on a floating rock over in Area 3.
Yeah, right here. Okay, so we just traveled to our nearest campsite. And you said campsite 3 was the closest, but we don't have that yet, so I'll have to set it up.
Right. Once you grab that flower, campsite 3 will be directly down and to the right of
So in
it.
the span of less than 5 minutes, we've essentially acquired 14 max level weapon decorations, or 14 max level weapon parts, or 14 max level armor decorations, or a metric shit ton of armor spheres.
You're seeing the beauty of it. You can do this as much as you'd like to. These will always spawn on this quest during the full moon.
Okay, so we convert this into either 3 hard armor spheres or 1 golden Melden ticket, which is 7 of the aforementioned parts and decorations.
This entire process should take less than 5 minutes now that you're acclimated to it. You should be looking at about 40 pollen per hour, or 280 max level pods or decorations. Now head to the forest's underground lake for a second farm. You'll want to rest at this camp until a plentiful daytime. Then head out. Catch all of the local fish with your net, as well as the little Wyvern coin bug that hangs out near the fishing spot.
Okay, so this is how we're going to refresh our guild points, as well as farm Wyvern coins, which I didn't even think we'd be able to do, to be honest.
Correct. You shouldn't need to do this all that much, considering how many guild points we get from just going on hunts, but it's nice to have this available to you, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, I've learned a lot today.
You can also harvest some extra things around the area, like a small treasure pool beneath the water, some stones to mine nearby, as well as some more utility-oriented fish to catch outside the cave.
I might as well do it while I'm here, but honestly, the Aquatica trades have been absolutely worthless so far.
Who knows? You might end up needing the treasure when they nerf this farming method.
I guess that's true. There's no point in not future-proofing. I just really hope they don't nerf it. Like, they should be focused on getting Title Update 1 out with some new monsters and a hub world, and leave this fucking farm alone for at least a couple weeks.
Agreed, but who knows what will happen.
Ugly fucking crocodile.
You wonder why the wildlife hates you.
I know why they hate me. They hate me because apparently the people in this game, in this region of the world, have just never fucking attacked a creature before. They've been entirely peaceful, and these monsters have been walking all over them, and I came and put a stop to that. That's why they hate me. It's got nothing to do with my demeanor. Except for that crocodile. I did shoot a net at that crocodile for fun, but fuck you.
Oh, look, it's even more efficient than I thought. 10 max level decorations for 1 pollen. That brings us to 400 decorations an hour.
This is kind of sick as fuck. I cannot wait to start making these Ardean weapons, because longsword I only have a blast one, but you're right. I should try out a paralysis longsword. We'll get to that. If you found this video helpful for you and your farming needs, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And go ahead and comment too. I would love to hear from all of you. I'll see you on the hunt.